Well, hello my friends. Welcome back to the bench. And today we're going to be testing an electric spray gun. This rechargeable spray gun pops up in my feed. Let me explain to you. You know when you guys are maybe researching something and all of a sudden as you're scrolling through your social media, you see ads that are exactly what you're shopping for. Don't know how this came up, but of course for me it's always paint. It's always airbrushes and spray guns, and it's always heavy metal because I'm always looking for music and turntables, which I just bought. One's behind me over here. And so anything with music and turntables and spray guns and paint and Gundam and cars always pops up in my feed. And I says, this looks interesting. So I didn't know if I trusted buying it direct. So come to find out, I found it on Amazon. And it's a rechargeable spray brush, I guess, spray gun. And it has two bottles that interchange. It's that design, you know, the Venturi effect where it blows over and it pulls the paint up. Many airbrushes actually use this. But this is pretty unique. They showed it spraying little parts of cars and whatnot. And it's a 0.5. And it's got two bottles. But you can put it, I'll show you. First of all, this is how it came. It came in a plastic envelope, absolutely smashed. And it was like 50-something bucks, so it wasn't cheap. But it arrived. It took longer than usual, even though it was on Amazon. So probably, I don't know if it didn't seem to come from China or Taiwan. The package, I think, had an American address. It's got an extra needle there. I'll show you the needle in a second. The instructions are pretty basic. Now, I haven't tested this yet. You guys will be testing it with me for the first time. Let me get the box out of here. Instructions are kind of pretty good. I looked them over, but I know what I'm getting into here. But I did read them all. And it gives you a couple of tips, but not much else. Here's the recharger. It's a USB-C or mini. So this is the one that fits my phone, my new Galaxy. So right there. And I charged it, took it out. That's the only thing I did with it. I charged it before, so I didn't take this out. And here's an extra needle. Let me show you the needles. Now here's the two bottles. You take this off, and then you insert it. You screw it in here, and then you're off to town. Now, it's two different sizes, but evidently, let me see. Yeah, it's the same needle. It's a 0.5. Now, I've seen these needles. You can get these at the industrial store. I forgot what they're called. I was in the jewelry business for a long time with my parents, and we used to put epoxy down through these needles with an air gun, and we used to buy these by the gross, different sizes. But they just lock right in. But what I like is, we're going to put paint in here. Look, it even came with two bearings. And it's got two sizes. But what is unique here is I think I would use this for primer if it works. Let's get this out of here. What's great is you can leave the paint in it. Check this out. You just cap it off. I think that's pretty cool. And then when you need it, you're just going to put it in. I don't think there's any cleaning of the needles. Well, the nozzle up here. This I would clean out. So I guess that's why you pop it off like this. Throw it in one of my cups, a little bit of acetone or thinner, and that'll be good to go. So that's it. It's pretty basic. If it works, I think it's pretty cool. I tried a lot of these things, but this one is, let me put the air on for you. I mean, it's not on and off. When you hold the trigger is when it comes on. I can really feel the air. You can see it hitting my skin. So it's quiet. So if it works, I mean, this is really good for portable if you're going to work in the garage, or like if I would touch up my motorcycle, God forbid I get a chip on my beautiful bike, or anything like that. I guess this is good for that, but we don't want that. We want to see if it works on plastic. So we're going to spray a spoon or two. We're going to try the primer on this rudder from an airplane model. And we'll try that orange here on this Gundam shield right there. We'll try that. How's that? So we're going to use Gaia's Elemental Chain EC3. I'll show you why I'm using this, because I got like 3 bottles of it. I got a ton of duplicates when I did my shelves over. I'll show the shelves again at the end of the video. That's why my patrons, hello patrons, I'm putting together one of every of my duplicates in a giant box. I'm going to sell them. And I have a lot of Gaia and whatnot. And we're going to try this Sun and 7 Surfacer, this primer, black primer. It's pretty thick. I thinned it out. So I pre-thinned it already. So here is the primer. Here is the orange, the elemental chain Gaia. And we're going to pour each of these in here, and we're going to see how it sprays. Like I said, we can store it by just putting the cap on. I guess we can dump it out and clean it out, but it'd be pretty cool to test it out either way. But here we go. Let me go get a little funnel so I don't make a mess pouring it in here, and then we'll head over to the booth and let's see how the heck this thing works. All right, I got myself my little funnels here. I got a bunch of these little steel funnels. So let's go ahead and put the primer one in first. Wow, man, I guess I could have put a lot more, but this is just a test, I guess. We'll find out how it works. All right, let's get this out of here. I'll put that and soak it. All right, let's get the other one. Obviously, this one's going to fill up further because it's thinner. We get another funnel. All right, here we go. Make sure this holds. There we go. Yep, that one goes up much higher. All right. Oh, let me put this with the other funnel. Okay, there we go with that. Now that one's a little thin, so we got to be careful we don't tip this one over. I'm wondering if it's the same size. Okay, the cap part is the same size, so I guess you can switch them out. So that's interchangeable. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's take the cap off each one because we're going to be able to change these out pretty quick. Now, I guess it won't really spill, but they were a little top heavy, so I'm worried about that. Anyway, all right, let's head over to the booth. I guess we'll start with the primer. We'll bring a spoon. We'll bring this rudder. And we'll see what we got. All right, we'll see you at the booth. All right, guys, here we are at the Pace spray booth. We're going to screw it in. I'm going to show you it coming up there. I don't know how far it's going to go. I'm going to put this is all the way up. That's tightened in. Let's see if... Oh, look at that. It's working already. All right. Well, let's see what we got. Oh, man. All right. I wonder if we can make it a fine line. Oh, there's nothing there. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get a fine line here. Well, not too bad. I know I'm not going to get fine lines. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what we got. It's pretty... You know, I got to do a lot of spoons behind the scenes. As you guys know, and this might come in handy. Just leave this thing full of primer all the time, and man, all right, let's see what we got here. I don't have to go all at once, so let's go a little bit at a time. It is what it is, right? It's like a controllable spray can, I guess, right? However, for primer, if this dries really nice, I think I'm onto my mass primer spoon days that I got to do before I, show you guys a video. All the prep that goes involved here. This is funny. Look at this. It's kind of quiet. It's weird not hearing the compressor come on. I'm guessing that's it, right? We'll have to let it dry. All right, I'm going to put this in the dehydrator. Check that out. This is pretty, it's pretty good. It's pretty impressive. All right, now we're going to change this, but let me go put these in my dehydrator so they're dry for the end of the video. And we're going to change this right now, right on camera. Let's see if that'll stay up. Yep. All right, I'll be right back. All right, in a split second, I am back. Okay, so look, I can see how much primer's in it. Didn't use that much. I mean, I didn't spray a lot, but that's pretty cool. So I guess we're going to unscrew. Take this out. And yeah, we're going to cap this. I'm going to clean this when I'm done. So we're just going to drop that in a cup of acetone or something. Then we can cap it off, and that will stay. That's a pretty good idea right there. All right, so now, no cleaning of this, which is pretty cool. In fact, the only cleaning would be this, unless you're going to change the bottles out. If I can find bottles that fit this, then that would be awesome. I might have to do a little research and see what thread this is. All right, let's see if it's... Yep, there it goes. All right, let me grab a spoon. Always start with a spoon or a piece of paper in this case. Let's see what we got. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see if I can put on a one coat. You know what? I can't say anything bad here. That is like glass. Wow. All right. Now I like to try. Can you see that the cross pattern? This tells me if it can atomize it really good, it'll fill those little cracks, really nice. And not flood it. Yeah, look, it looks pretty good. Wow, I mean, that is even, it's filled. Wow, really impressive, really impressive. But this is old technology, and it worked back then, it still works today. Let's see how it sprays. This Gundam shield. No primer, just right on the plastic. This one I'll do a little more lighter layers. Looking good so far. Great color. This is a lacquer. These are pretty forgiving, so we can go our second layer here right away. Guy is a good paint. Great paint, so. Still got plenty in there. Look at that. This is a big piece, and I know I'm not going to be able to get in these cracks, but that's actually a place where pieces go, so you're not even going to see that. Wow, this is really, really doing a good job. Wow, really, really quite impressed. I mean, look at how even this is. It looks like it's molded in that color. Let's see if I can come through here and get inside there. I don't know, I think I'm done. I think I've seen enough. All right, let's put this in the dehydrator. We'll let these pieces dry. Let me cap this off. I'll meet you guys back at the bench. All right, back at the bench, and the results are great. Let's go over them quickly. Look at what we got here. Look at how good it laid this primer down. It is as smooth as glass. No details were lost. Oops, hit the camera. Look at that. This was the spoon. I mean, it looks like I airbrushed it. It really, really going to be my go-to, I think, mass. When I do a test with, 20 colors, I got to spray 20 primered spoons. It'd be great to just lay them down quick with this thing, and it works. It just, it works. I cap it off. Here is the Gaia lacquer. I mean, look at it. It's not even orange peel. This is the piece I told you I like to check how it goes into cracks, if it atomizes the paint nice. Really nice. Like I said, it looks like it's molded in orange. Smooth as glass, just like the primer. Here is the shield. Absolutely fantastic. Look at how even. I mean, really, really impressive. Good for them, man. It was just this pop-up ad, and I says, I got to try this, because there's a lot of gadgets out here like this. And I've tried a few that have fallen apart, but hey, this one works. Longevity, who knows? I mean, I'll have to use it quite a, it's going to get used if I'm going to lay down some primer with spoons. I'll probably put gray and black. Those are the most used primers when I do my spoon test. But my only thing is I like to find more bottles, that's for sure. Now this, obviously, I could do a ton of spoons, as this didn't even touch. Obviously, I only sprayed a few things, but it didn't even budge. So, and the quick changing is really awesome. Yeah, I'll put a link below. I mean, I didn't get it from the ad. It took me to the company site, and I just didn't trust it. A couple of times I clicked on stuff and did some research, and they says, don't, that's a scam. They just take your money and nothing shows up. So that always sticks in my head. But when I found it on Amazon, I know their return policy is awesome. So I pulled the trigger on it. It took a week, at least a week, maybe a week and a half to show up. And it showed up in rough shape, but it still worked. And yeah, thumbs up for me, man. It was like $54. There's a couple to choose from. And one says for oil paints, and I think they mean solvent. And I'm not sure what the difference is. They all look the same when you click on them. But you're going to see a bunch to choose from when I put the link. Just pick the one that says oil paint. I guess I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I looked at both of them. I should have bought both to see if there was a difference, but it looked like there's no difference. Now, don't forget, like, behind the scenes, I'm going to keep this in here, but we're going to take this nozzle out, like I said, and we're just going to soak it in some acetone like this. All right. In fact, let me grab some. Good old hardware store acetone. That's what I clean a lot of my parts with. All right. So we can do this without making a mess. Oh, there we go. Just 2 of these should do it. And that's it. I will let that sit. I use shot glasses when I have it sit overnight. I'm not sure this... let me cap that off. I'm not sure if this needs to sit overnight, but you can see it's cleaning itself out already. See it? Hold on. There it is. Water's already turning black. So yeah, I'll let those sit. And I'm not sure, but I probably would do that when I'm done instead of capping it off. And I guess I can let them soak and just cap this off. Now, let me see. Yep. Just cap it off right there. So that'll keep without evaporating. So yeah, I'm impressed. I really am impressed. This is, it just works. The idea is great as far as cleaning it and keeping paints for future use, particularly for primer. I mean, I'm saying it's great for primer, but it laid down this paint really good. Maybe I'll test a car. Maybe I'll post a car. I'll get a car body and I'll pick a car paint and I'll spray that. We'll see how nice it comes out. I think I'll do that too. Maybe I'll put that up on a short or something. But anyway, that is the video, guys. So yeah, thanks. Please like the video. It helps quite a bit with the algorithms and the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell as we try to do multi-videos a week. I have about 4 videos coming up this week. Let me show you something a little special that's coming up. In the next day or two, we're going to have a lot of videos back-to-back here coming up. But I have a new color coming out. The bottles just came in. It's chroma green. This is part of my... Hold on, I got to reach for it. This is part of my my limited color line. This is the Copper Fire. And my first one, hold on, I should have had these ready for you guys. And the first one was the, here it is, black and blue. So now I got 3 colors in the line. We're going to go over that. I'll give you a sneak peek. There's the chroma green. It's like a chrome green. It's pretty cool, man. And I was impressed when they showed me a sample, so I told them I'll take it. That's over different colors. We're going to go over that in a quick video. And these will be for sale in the next couple days at Gundam Pros. I'm excited to show these to you. And yeah, that is all for now. And here's a quick look at the new shelving, the new stereo speakers, the receiver that does everything wireless. It feeds, and here's all my new colors. Well, I've had all these, but they're now in order and on the wall. Let's back up here so you guys can see this. How's that? All right. There's my Typhoon racks at the bottom. I got more of those to put some other paints up. These are my spice racks, and I guess we'll go over this at a future date. And I finally got my a long shelf to put all my thinner. That's all my thinners. And that's a paint test coming up. Testers, one-shot lacquers. Here's all my primers. So without getting too dizzy, let's spin it back here. Hold on, guys. We're coming back. Oh, there's my new turntable. It's made in Massachusetts. I live in Rhode Island. And you customize it. You pick the color, everything, needles. And so that's about to get hooked up to my stereo, and a subwoofer's behind here where my Typhoon paint mixer is. Anyway, that's a quick flash of a quick tour. I might go into more details when I get both rooms done, which I'm working on right now. Anyway, I will put a link below for this. It's awesome. We will see you soon in the next video. You guys are absolutely the best. Thank you guys for sticking around as we make our climb to 100,000. And don't forget to pick up my new paint line. Let me grab a sample. All right. And everybody who buys a full set will be entered in a nice giveaway. I already gave away my airbrush. I gave away a perfect grade that's already gone out. We're going to do the same thing for these. We're trying to pick a nice prize right now is what we're doing. So, yeah, I'll put a link below for my new paints. And you guys can go there if you want a full set and be entered in that prize. Anyway, I've talked too much. This thing is great. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We will see you in the next video.